With WWE 2K23 just around the corner and all the rumors popping up, man, I think this is the best time to do this video. Let's talk about what we want to see in 2K23. And by we, I mean you. Hit me up in the comments section. I'm gonna make a special video based on all the comments that I have in this exact video, okay? It's gonna be replying to your comments on video. We're going to go one by one and cover it. So whatever you got, empty the tank. Give me your ideas. I want to read them and I want to put them out there, speak it into existence. It may be a little too late since the game is already done for, but at least we put it into the universe for the future regardless. So for me, what am I most looking forward to in 2K23? Is just looking at how they deepen each mode. Adding depth is a must. 2K22, like I've mentioned before, is a step in the right direction, but not just to say that. We say that just about every year with many video games that come out yearly, but this one, I truly mean it. This one hit different. They stuck to their words, they stuck to their guns, and it worked well. At least on next gen. On PS4 and Xbox One, the old gen, it was an issue. All right, the amount of creations that you can have and the limitations and things like, I get it. It was glitched out and it was horrible for many of you guys out there. Some of you had such a terrible experience that you don't even want to play 2K23. But I'd say give them a shot, because 2K22 was their first real game with their brand new engine that they created from scratch. And that's why I'm looking forward to 2K23. That's why you guys come in here into the streams and to the videos, and I'm constantly talking about the excitement that I have for 2K23, because not only did I truly enjoy 2K22, as I've stated a million times, I really truly believe that 2K23 will set the bar and the standard for all future wrestling games. Graphically, 2K22 was already amazing, so if you tweak it just a little bit, fix some face scans for like Bobby Lashley and a few wrestlers that needed to be tweaked, I'm good with that, because ultimately the design of the game is just perfect. It was done to perfection. So the gameplay, add some things here and there. I'm fine with the new controls. A lot of people were like, I wanted to go back to the old ways. I like the new ways. But you can't have Universe return in 2K23 with the bare bones features that they had in this year. I just felt like Superstar mode was a missed opportunity. You can't do anything that's honestly creative. Yeah, you could set up the shows and you could, you know, kind of make your own roster here and there, and you could tweak it. It's kind of a sandbox, but when I mean creative, there's no cutscenes. You can't create those moments. You can't walk around backstage and talk to superstars to create rivalries. It's very bare bones and basic. Yes, you could add creative characters. They did the custom images this year, which to me worked really well. You were able to not only update the roster, but do a lot of fantasy booking, which I had a blast doing. It was a lot of fun, but it could have been so much more. And you know, us wrestling fans, we're always spoiled when it comes to the creation suite, and we're spoiled in assuming that everything needs to be like super ridiculous and like the old ways. It's a new studio, it's a new team. I get it. I understand that concept too. I see both sides here. But at the end of the day, we always got to push the envelope, because if they come back with 2K23 and it's a lot like this one, where Universe doesn't have anything new to offer, and then Showcase is ultimately what, a couple matches. They gave us 12 matches plus a bonus one for Showcase. Showcase could have been so much better, y'all. Why do a mode where it's pretty much highlighting a career of a superstar and keeping it limited to such little matches? I mean, we're talking about just 12 matches here. Come on. Especially for Rey Mysterio. I know that Kurt Angle wasn't in the game, and so many other superstars that are involved in his career weren't in the game, but you could have thrown in extra bonus matches, and it just could have at the very bare minimum been 20 matches. How do you not have the Eddie Guerrero ladder match? I'm going to always bring that up, because the Showcase was amazing, but it could have been even better. Now let's talk about my faction. I see a lot of people online saying, hey, I don't want my faction. I did a whole my faction video and I stated that I wanted my faction to bring multiplayer and co-op features. Why? Because not only does it encourage us to rip packs and hype it up every week or every time there's a promo pack, but it gives us something else to do in the game with our friends, right? Collecting, trading, and ultimately, showing off your collection online is where I think this mode will take that next step. But it started well. The faction wars were fun. I had a good time doing that. But the proving grounds and the weekly towers, I don't know, not so much. Do weekly challenges. Follow what's going on in programming and bring that into my faction, or do an overall level, where we level up, a level system through seasons. I've seen that in MLB The Show where they add daily challenges, and it's amazing. You level up your profile and you unlock new things. WWE needs to do something like that to keep us tuning into the product in real life and also replicating some of the things we see on TV. Now, I know that's going to be a little difficult because the game doesn't have every single feature that they do on TV, especially when they think outside the box and they do like an Iron Survivor match on NXT, but you could still do something with that idea either way. And my GM, as much time as I spent on my GM, bro, how do you not have mid-card titles? How do you only have a small pool of superstars to choose from? Like, there's just an endless amount of possibilities with this mode that can really take it to new heights. So I'm just giving you guys ideas at this point because I want you to really think outside the box for the comments. Now, while you think outside the box, also keep in mind what's realistic and what's not. For my rise, this was another mode that felt like we're doing a bunch of side missions. You can't really enjoy the actual story that's going on here because you don't have true freedom. While the customization feature is amazing and beautiful and expansive, when you come into this mode, you're pretty much selecting A, B, C, D, replying to social media, which was a good idea, but come on, we need more than this. I need to be able to move around. I need to be able to free roam just a little bit. I'm not expecting for it to be like NBA 2K22 or any of the other NBA titles where they have the city or the boat where you get to walk around online. I'm not even asking for that. I know that's far-fetched, but come on. And then let's talk about online before we sign off on this. The lobbies, come on. The lobbies, we need to do better. Tonight's matches, I know that they don't have the matches from real life, but Hell in a Cell? How does that keep this? If you're going to do tonight's matches and do a pay-per-view or whatever, do at the very least the one that's happening that month. Hell in the Cell, that was months ago. Come on. And the leaderboards, we don't even change our profile emblem. We don't change nothing. It's just wins, losses. That's bare bones. The WWE is far from being bare bones. Wrestling is the most creative community in general. Why is this game so limited with endless possibilities? Look at the lobbies. What am I going to do? Just join here and play? I want to be able to scout people for a league. I want to be able to write in a lobby and talk to people. Create a real fun multiplayer environment. Give us more options. Give us the chance to do a Royal Rumble online. There's just so many things I have in my mind that can make this game, from what it was to what it can be in a heartbeat. And I'm just excited. Again, even if not even half of the things that I mentioned happen, at least a few things. I'm hearing we may get a new mode, some new match types, new customization features, and that's all music to my ears. So I want to see what you guys have in mind, all right? That's what this video is all about ultimately. Talking about the game, but also mentioning your creativity. Let's hear it. Hit me up in the comment section. Drop a like, subscribe. We're here.